a lot of the reason you're sort of in the position that you're in is all the off-season work you've been able to do, all the throwing after practice. He's sort of responsible for a lot of that, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, I threw with him and Gabe a lot in the summer. I mean, you know, you see all those toe touch catches. I mean, those are just a manifestation of what they've done all summer. I mean, there's reasons they're so great at it. You know, they practice it all the time, and you know, they just both love ball, and River loves ball, and you know, it sucks that this happened to him, but you know, I know he's going to overcome it. He's going to do everything he can to get back.
Just a quick update on the phone. We're getting some feedback, so can everybody mute your phones if you're not asking the questions? So just mute your phones on your end, please. Thanks.
He's not much of a talker, but do you think his example has, you know, led to a lot on this team?
Yeah, I think you know, River's definitely a silent leader. You know, he leads by example. He does everything the right way. I mean, you look at a guy that you know, you want somebody to model after. He'd be the guy. I mean, he just does everything that the coaches ask him, and he, you know, even more so. I mean, he's always constantly just doing the little things that it takes to be a great football player.
Is the beard becoming more? I know we talked about it after the game, but is it? Did you get any comments about that since then?
Man, not really. You know, it's just no shave November. It's just you know, part of what you got to do. In person, I don't really like shaving, so it takes a lot of time. So.
So what you say?
Yeah, you know, probably here for a while.
All right, any questions on the line for Luke?
Hey, Luke, it's Beth. Now that the Cougs have established a run game, I mean, all season long you guys have been doing it, do people play you differently now when you go on offense? Are you seeing any different things from defenses that you maybe didn't see before this season?
You know, I think you know, people can't really just drop 8 on us now. They have to respect our run game, and you know, it's just because the boys up front are doing a nice job, and the running backs are, you know, doing an awesome job making guys miss and just making great plays, and our receivers are doing a nice job, you know, making the extra block. So, you know, I really think people have to play us kind of balanced this year, just because of that run threat, and you know, we'll beat you. You know, we'll try to attack the weakness, and you know, it's really great this year just to be able to lean on that at times.
Thank you.
Yep.
Anything else on the line?
No.
Okay. And back in the room.
Good old Nick.
When you take a look at Cepho, the opposing quarterback from Colorado, what do you like about his game, and what do you think he does well for that Colorado offense?
You know, I think he's a tough, gritty quarterback. Seems like the guys really rally around him. You know, I haven't really watched much film on him, but I just know that it seems like the guys rally around him. And you know, he's been there for what, 4 years now, and you know, he's part of that turning the program around. So just you know, just hats off to him. He's a real good player.
Luke, playing at altitude, a little different look. Is there any way to simulate that? How do you guys prepare for that?
I mean, I don't really think there's anything we do for that or anything. You know, I lived in Utah, altitudes. You know, I think it's more mental than anything. I mean, it might have some effect, but you know, we'll see. We just gotta push through it.
So when you're playing defense with a guy like Jimmy Gilbert, who's got 9 sacks on the season, does that change how you go through your progression?
Not really. You know, you don't worry about any individual player. You just trust that the guy, you know, your teammates are doing their job, and you got to do yours. If you're too focused on one player, you're not going to be, you know, putting your full attention on the things that you need to do.
Do you ever watch those Roy Manning post-game videos?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big social media guy, but I've heard about him. I've heard he goes, you know, pretty crazy on those, and seems like a lot of people like him. So, yeah.
Is there a sense of urgency that's starting to creep in now that the season is winding down and things are settling out? You see what the makeup is of the Pac-12 and kind of look to your left and your right and you see the window we've got here for the program?
Not really. I mean, I think that's all noise. I think this team's done a really good job of just trying to get a week better. You know, if you focus on that and you really just minimize it to that, then you know, you're really just going to focus on the process that it takes to get the outcomes that you want.
Okay, last chance for Luke.
This Colorado game's, is it bigger for you personally, given what happened last year? Or you kind of had this one sort of on the calendar?
I mean, you know, every game's a big game. You know, unfortunately, a football play happened last year, and you know, I'd love to keep playing, and you know, every game's a big game, and I'm just really excited to play a good opponent.
What is the vibe that you're feeling around campus, just with the success that the program has been having this year?
You know, real upbeat. I mean, Coug fans are always great, whether you're down, whether you're up. So it's just, you know, the vibe is just lively. I actually don't get on campus much, got a little few online classes, so when I do get on campus, it's a pretty fun environment to be around.
Luke, what can you say about your offensive line? They haven't given up a sack the past 2 games.
Yeah.
Anything you can attribute that to, or have they improved in any way?
I think they're just playing really, well together right now. I mean, they're playing, they're switching off things great. I mean, they're just really doing their job and doing it at a high level right now. The run game's been working well for them, and pass protection's been awesome. I really love that and appreciate that. Not getting hits all that much, so I gotta, maybe this is another week to take them out. So.